Throwing to start the drive. Vincent. This one caught by Davis. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Vincent. And that's caught by Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Derrick Henry. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off play action. Vincent looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
29-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. At the 27.
On the carry.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Looking to throw. Vincent. They set up the screen for Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Off the play fake. Vincent. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Vincent got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is good. Our score is 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Jets 0. Tucker McCann to kick off for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They toss it left side to Peterson. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Darnold from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
5-yard line.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker, and he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Titans 14. Jets, nothing.
McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack. Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
On the play. First down, New York.
Now Peterson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Ball carrier.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
New York.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
14.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's complete to Brown, right side. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Looking to throw on second down. Vincent. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Vincent. The open man is Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
They show run with three tight ends here on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check 52. Hawk 70.
Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taken in at the 22. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Don't give him nothing.
I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will shrink to 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Throwing after the interception. Vincent. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Jets 28, Titans 20. Aldrich Rosas set.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Vincent. And right side, Henry's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Vincent. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
From the gun, Vincent. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 4. Check 4.
Operating from the gun, Vincent. Smith catches left side. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
Throwing on first down, Vincent. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, it's Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Henry on the carry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Vincent. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spin setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. But now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Operating from the gun. Vincent throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out.
And the kickoff for Tennessee.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Darnold. And this is Randall here over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, is spotted at the 49.
Gain of
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first down throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On second down, Peterson takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 50, it's Darnold.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 13. Check 79.
Looking to throw. Vincent. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Peterson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Hooker. The 20.
Darnold's pass intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Smith, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Back now in Nashville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember,
This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was covered by Christian Fulton.
Here's Peterson.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
It's a gain of a yard.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. Darnold now to throw, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing again. Vincent looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw on 3rd down. Vincent. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
8-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Vincent. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For number 82.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete. On
3rd down, Vincent. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
14-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 10, Darnold going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Derrick Henry.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Off play action. Vincent. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Corey Davis with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
McCann's got it teed up. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st down, Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And no, it's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains.
And Darnold, he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores. Pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Army.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I was a blessed with no one was fair. Don't know how it feels. I'm one of the 54 Mike.
Check, block 54, block 54. Hey, we heavy on the edges, head.
And they will take a knee here. And the Jets D, they call out a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
You ain't doing nothing there. You ain't doing nothing there. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check right.
Today's final score, Titans 42.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game. Moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.